Okay, we're going to look at this one. Perfect example. Now, Nathan Brown is about 100 kilo coming off the back fence. Now, he's charged with a shoulder charge and direct contact with the head. We need to know what he can do. Now, this is fast motion, looks fine. No one sort of cares. Slow it down there. Now, he's there. If he puts his arms out to make a conventional tackle, his head is going to be exposed and he'll probably dislocate his shoulders if his arms are out because the players next to him are pillars either side. Now, the other thing is they want players to defend low. Now, if Scott Sorensen goes low on Nathan Brown, he's going to knock himself cold as a spud. He's going to be out. So if the two players either side, if he wraps his arms like that, boom, dislocated shoulder. So he has to brace and he has to get himself into space. Once again, if he drops Nathan Brown, 100 kilos, coming at 30 kilometres per hour, he is going to knock himself as cold as a spud and if not, do some serious damage to his neck. I have no idea what the NRL want this tackle to be. And I think they have to come out tomorrow with this and explain what tackle they want to be in this situation. Now, for that to get 2 weeks is absolute farcical. The breakdown of this, sending players to the bin, is absolutely farcical. It's gone beyond a joke. It is embarrassing. The over-analysis and the overreach of the bunker in play, the bunker should be used only for try-scoring opportunities, unless it's a send-off. It's an out-and-out send-off and they miss it, then fair enough, come in and send the player off. Going back 8 plays in a set of 6 where the referee doesn't see it, the touch judges don't see it, the players don't see it, and to send someone to the bin, it is absolutely farcical. Next week, we're going to the Magic Round. We are a working-class game. Our fans are working-class people. They save up all year to go to Magic Round, and to go out there and make a farce of this game will be disgraceful if it happens this week. I'm so frustrated by it. I reckon the players will be frustrated by it. But who owns the game? It's the fans. Without the fans watching on TV, there is no broadcast rights. Without the fans going to the games, there is no money in the game. The game will not be professional. So the fans, get on and vote, because I'd imagine they are more frustrated than I am, because I'm watching things. Satili Tupanua knees someone in the head, which is a send-off. He doesn't get sent off. Yet someone, the other night, Bud Sullivan, someone accidentally pokes him in the eye and he gets penalised for it. Some of the sin bins, honestly, last night, they challenged a head-eye tackle late and it was upheld for a head-eye tackle late in the game. I think Nathan Brown may have challenged it. Some of these tackles, defence is about footwork. So this one here, Turbo falls into Isaiah. Turbo pretty much apologises. He knows Isaiah can't go anywhere. He cannot disappear. You cannot eradicate accidents from the field. You cannot. This one, he falls into Turbo's hip and they awarded a penalty. You cannot eradicate accidents that are going to happen. So I don't know how we got here. I don't know whose decision it is, but you need to come out tomorrow and you need to say why we're doing it, and you need to show examples and what players and what you want them to do with tackling techniques, because this is a farce. It is so embarrassing for the game.
The group that I feel for are the referees, because you can tell by those 2 examples at the end there, the referees are jumpy. They're very jumpy about this situation because they're told by the top of the game, this is what we want it to look like, and they're trying to police this. And we had 15 sin bins already this round. There's still 2 games to go. We talk about that Magic Round last year, the famous Magic Round where we had all the crackdowns. There was only 12 sin bins in that whole week.
Yeah.
So we're actually in front of that already.
We need to work out the powers that be, whoever, whether it's one person or it's a committee high up in the NRL, or whether we're getting ruled by lawyers making these decisions, what do you want the game to look like? Because this game I'm watching at the moment is foreign to the game I've loved my whole life. It is so farcical. And I imagine the fans are just going, what am I watching here? What am I watching? I don't know, players and coaches, what they're thinking. I think the coaches be scratching their head saying, hang on, how can I coach the players not to accidentally hit someone in the head? Once again, defence is about footwork. They get their feet in a position to defend, and they've got a target area. Within that, if a player drops, what are they supposed to do? They can't disappear. Accidents are going to happen. It just, as you can see, it's frustrating.
You fired up. Freddie, where do you sit on it?
Well, I think they just need to go back to give the referees the power. The referees need to be given the power to manage the game. They need to work on players' intentions, and that's where it stops. Because even though they've been penalising all this head contact, there'd be another 40 tackles where a player actually touches someone's head. So there's some instances where there's like a graze across someone's face, and if it seems to come to the attention, then it gets penalised. You can't avoid anywhere around his head because the game is we're constantly in contact. So let's repower the referees and allow them to work on intention. It needs to be about the defender's intention. Is he going there too aggressive? You know, the reason that we changed all this was really because wingers were flying in and hitting our sweeping players really high. We're getting a lot of those, and people were getting really knocked out. Pappenhausen, Teddy, and there was a big reaction to it. And I understand that because when you've got time to come in, you can actually lower where you're going to hit, lower your target. But at the moment, when you're talking about the Sorensen, he's just defending himself. He's coming up in a line and he's got no other option than to stand there and do what he does, or he can move out of the road and let him run through it. Well, they're the two options. But at the moment, we've forgot about intention. We've sort of gone that real black and white again, which I think is very dangerous in our game. And at the moment, the referees are having an effect on the game due to their lack of power.
I've got great friends who are absolute fanatical rugby union fans. And I ask them, what would you change about rugby union? Everyone says the over-officiating and the stop-start nature. We are going to the bunker sometimes for tries. I've taped it. Last night, 2 minutes 45 seconds. There was one in Perth where Kaloa Matangi got held up. That was 2 minutes 20. The over-officiating and the effect on the bunker on the game. Stay out of the game unless there's a send-off. And when a try is scored, can we have some common sense? Look at it a couple of times and make a decision. Just the over-analysis and the overreach of the bunker in the game has got too far, way too far. It needs to be spoke about. We need the powers that be, whoever's making their decision, the coaches, the Players Association, to sort this out this week, because at the moment, everyone is confused and have no idea what they're supposed to do in these situations.